Hi, my name is Josh, and I was raised in a Christian home, but I think for like the first 16 or so years of my life, I really didn't like let that faith become like fully my own. Like I understood some of the things that they were talking about, but didn't really understand like fully like what they meant. And like if I were to summarize my life before I like truly became a Christian, I would like use the word stressed to describe it. Like stressed in like trying to live up to like others' expectations like of me academically. Like my brothers and everybody else in my family like had been really successful academically, like straight A's, and I kind of fit into that mold too. Like I through like elementary school and middle school and into high school, I started like defining myself through that, and just I was able to get good grades and like live up to those like expectations, but like having lived up to that was really stressful for me. And my junior year, my life just kind of like threw some curveballs at me. My dad was diagnosed with ALS my sophomore year, and ended up passing away with me my junior year, like fall of my junior year, probably from like a heart attack is what they're thinking. So I did CPR on him for about 15 minutes and just felt completely like hopeless in that, like in the sense that I couldn't do anything about it. And then about 4 or 5 months later, like in the spring, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer and had to go through 2 rounds of chemotherapy to get through that. And then like on top of all of that, the summer after that, my best friend at the time, Luke, died north of Yellowstone, like after hiking with his youth group. Like he fell down like this like near some waterfalls and broke his neck. And like during that time, I just like completely had to like refocus like where my time was going to, and like really questioned like where I was getting like my self-value and like what I could actually do to like help myself in life. And I knew that like although that I could like still continue to try to fit like the standards that I had set for myself in like academics and that, I really wasn't peaceful in that. And like I just remember a verse like growing up, it was Isaiah 61:2, and it's referring to Jesus, and it says that he came to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives, and release the prisoners from darkness. And I like really wanted that then. Like I was prisoner to darkness in that I found all my value through what I had to offer people. And like after like really rededicating my life to God and just like to Christ, I like felt like an immense freedom in that, and knowing that I could like still succeed academically and not define myself through that, but to define myself through Jesus and like what he's done for me, and just knowing that God loves me and is there for me, and that I don't have to stress about like expectations that I have to meet, whereas he's completely satisfied in me. And thanks for listening to my story. I'm really interested in knowing yours, honestly, and I would like it if you could just use the link in the About section to connect with me and to share your thoughts.